Okay, so let's turn our attention to M&A, rumours and movers.
Okay, well, there's a question at the top of the page. Consolidation in specialty chemicals, question mark. And it seems as if that could be on the foot in Europe. A German company, Evonik, which I have to say was a new name to me, but it turns out it's what was the old De Gasser Group, is said to be interested in acquiring both the Swiss rival Clariant and perhaps the Dutch group DSM as well. Clariant shares are up 2.29%. The Dutch stock DSM pretty unmoved really on that story. They're actually down 0.59%. If those deals went ahead, and I think there'd be quite a few competition question marks if they were to go ahead, but if they did, that would be deals worth around 18 billion euros on current prices. And in terms of what would be the drivers for that acquisition, it's really all about products and portfolios. So much like lots of other businesses, like the oil business, like bizarrely enough, the pharmaceutical business, it very much is about what people have got in terms of established products and customers, and what products are in the pipeline, if you will. Why this is of interest is because in terms of sector size, it's very much a bigger business in the US than it is in Europe, certainly in terms of the number of companies involved. In the US, there are 47 individual companies in the specialty chemicals sector, including big names like Sherwin-Williams and Sigma Aldrich. In terms of the history of M&A in the sector, we saw a 13% rise in M&A in specialty chemicals in 2014 compared to 2013. Deals were done worth about $82 billion. Interestingly, though, that's well below the peak for this sector, which was 2011, where we saw 151 billion worth of deals and the 10-year average of 92 billion. Nonetheless, there's reason to think that if we do see these acquisitions go ahead in Europe, there would be similar plays in the US. China and the US have been the biggest players globally, and interestingly, M&A has been driven by a mix of both trade and private equity buyers, both which are active in the sector.